For over a millennium, Constantinople stood as the golden apple of the Byzantine Empire. But in 1453, a young sultan of the Ottoman Empire took a mighty bite out of that apple, forever changing the course of history. Welcome to this episode of Tales from the Ottoman Empire, where today we'll examine the conquest of Constantinople and its far-reaching impacts on the modern world. When 19-year-old Mehmed II succeeded his father to become Sultan of the Ottoman Empire in 1451, much of Europe assumed his youth and inexperience would not be a serious threat to the Christian hegemony of the Balkans and the Aegean. Little did they know what the young Sultan had in store. For centuries, Constantinople was considered the most impregnable city of the medieval world, owing in no small part to the impressive walls surrounding it. Ruled by Emperor Constantine XI Palaiologos, the Byzantine Empire was in a state of decline, leaving the city largely depopulated. In preparation for the siege, Mehmed II commissioned two of the largest cannons ever cast from the Hungarian engineer Orban in 1452. This weaponry, capable of firing a 500 kilograms cannonball over 1.5 kilometers, would prove to be a turning point in the history of military artillery. A year later, Sultan Mehmed II finally arrived outside Constantinople, accompanied by a force outnumbering the city's defending soldiers nearly 10-1. After 3 days, the Sultan sent demands for the immediate surrender of the city, to which Emperor Constantine XI did not reply. The Ottoman forces began their attack on April 6, 1453, unleashing multiple barrages of cannon fire at the city walls. Chunk by chunk, the walls were blasted into rubble, leaving the city's defenders to hold off the attackers as best as they could until nightfall, then repair the gaps in the walls before daybreak. The Ottoman onslaught raged on for 6 weeks, but the Byzantines continued to put up an effective resistance. Frustrated with the lack of progress, Mehmed II ordered the building of a railed road that would allow his soldiers to portage Ottoman ships over land. This allowed his ships to access the well-protected Golden Horn and apply cannon fire to the city's weaker sea walls. On May 29th, with the weakened Byzantines employing women and children to guard the city walls, Mehmed II commanded a final assault on Constantinople. Upon discovering an open gate in the city walls, his janissaries wasted little time flooding into the city to secure an Ottoman victory. Constantinople, later renamed Istanbul, would become the capital of the Ottoman Empire and would remain so until the Ottoman Empire's collapse in 1922. The outcome of this 53-day siege effectively marked the end of the last remains of the Roman Empire and the end of the Middle Ages. Following the fall of Constantinople, Greek scholars would flee Ottoman-controlled territory, bringing priceless knowledge and rare manuscripts to Western Europe to spark the beginning of the Renaissance. Similarly, the loss of the city severed trade routes to Asia, prompting European nations to take to the seas and usher in the age of exploration. But that is another tale altogether. Until next time.